So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I would like to introduce to you guys Brother Ronald Lee, all the way from Malaysia, to share with us how to build LifeWave properly, all the way to the top. Well, Brother Lee, go ahead.
Okay, thank you. Good morning, everyone. After coming back from US, even though I have been in the network marketing industry for more than 30 over years, I have traveled around the world, winning many trips, but this is the first trip to US. And after US, we went to Japan, also my first trip to Japan. For all those Malaysians, for all those people in my team, I tell you, we are so lucky to be in Malaysia. Do you know why? Because for less than 100 USD, I can buy an sumptuous dinner for my whole family. That is so cheap in Malaysia. And people are complaining about Malaysia, and we don't have to pay GST. And we don't even have to pay tips.
Yeah.
So after coming back, I went and did a head count. Our team in Malaysia, just our team. By the way, our team is called Team Sinaran. We bought altogether 34 tickets. So next
Wow.
year it is going to be, I think, maybe about 50 of us from our team. Maybe the whole company, we may even hit 100 next year. All right. So
Exciting,
much for that.
exciting.
Okay, now before I start, let me tell you a little bit about my my history. I'm already 64 years old. I have been in the network marketing industry since my early 20s, and this is my fifth MLM company. I was actually going to retire, settling down on my corporate training. I don't want to get involved in this love and hate industry anymore. The love and hate industry, yeah. I once got everything and I lost everything before, and then LifeWave came into my life. Of course, thanks to my previous downline, Cindy Horn. Now she becomes my upline. All right. So corporate training is it looks very glamour, but actually it's not fun because you don't get job every day. Even though I'm paid very highly, for every training I do. The best company that pay me the most is Coca-Cola, of course. Okay. Now, in the book that I have written, there are so much information. All right. Actually, the book was written in 2014. I never got to publish it because 15 years ago, I nearly went bankrupt. I screwed up my finances, and actually, LifeWave was my second chance in my life. I got an opportunity to publish my book this year, and many things came back, and it came back actually tenfold. That's why I call this book 10x Factor.
Wow.
So, three very important things that if you really want to do big, if you really want to succeed in this business is, first, if you want to get into a direct selling business or an MLM business, is your intention. Very important. What you intend to get from this business. Your intention. Every company people talk about goals, dreams, your big why. Those are too big. I'm talking about now. What do you want to do now? If you are bleeding, you need to stop your bleeding. So just before the pandemic, when the pandemic came, actually I was driving Grab. Grab in Malaysia is something like Uber, just to pass time and make some money. And when I was down and out, I was driving actually every day, just to because I still got a family to support. So when I got involved in this business, I want a replacement income because I want my time back. Without the time, I cannot build a business. So the first year, actually, I only made 80,000 ringgit. 80,000 ringgit is only about about less than 20,000 USD, which is enough for me to pull through. So a lot of people come in with a lot of big goals, big dreams, and when they don't make it, they become very disheartened. So the intention is very important. What you want to do it, what you want now, So I remembered when I talked to my classmate Samson, he went to Australia and stayed with the children for 10 months. He cannot take it. He come back. He said he want to build this business. Ask him, what is your intention? He said, you want a retirement income. I said, how much? So he told me, I only need 10,000 ringgit. 10,000 ringgit is only about 2,000 over USD. I said, that is very simple. In 8 months' time, he's making 3 times the amount already.
Oh,
So number one is the intention. And when you can have big dreams. You can have, your dreams can be very big, but you got to, just like you cannot eat the whole elephant at once. You got to chop them and eat them piece by piece. So in order to drive your motivation, you still need a big dream. But what you want now is more important, okay? So I always, in every network marketing company that I do, I always start with a dream board. And this is my dream board I set up in January 2022. And I have got everything except the dream house in just 1.5 years only, And that is the power of visualization. Even though I don't dare to show to everyone, initially, I keep it in my computer. This is very important. And people must realize that there is no such thing as a free lunch. I don't know about in US or in other market, but Malaysian, I would say that there are many MLM parasite. They come in, they say, I want to become the pioneer. What have you got to offer? No such thing. There are companies where you can block space one, then I can transfer to you, Then I come in, I open a few accounts, that kind of thing. So when I came into this business, I asked Casey, can we do that? Lucky we cannot do that. So there is no free lunch. So if you got your intention, if you got your dreams, you must be willing to put in your time and effort to work. Second most important thing is your mindset. Everybody knows that mindset is very important. But what kind of mindset? I'm talking about, if you want to build this business, you must have an entrepreneur mindset. You must become a businessman. You must not, everything you do must make business sense. Whatever money you spend, it has to be spending for the business, not for pleasure. Very important. You see? So a lot of people got it wrong, And in Malaysia, it's very, very common. Many people got involved in more than one MLM business. They want to step on two boats, and they're not willing to give up the previous one. They use a different name, some. Even in LifeWave now. This is not the way to do it. Sometimes you got to let go in order to catch something bigger.
Amen.
Really, you need to focus unless you just want to sell some product and make some money. If you really want to make it big, you need to focus. I mean, you can be doing other business. You know what I mean? There are many people who are doing their own business. It could be you are running a restaurant, but for MLM, you can only do one. If you are initially, when you first started, if you are jumping ship from other company, you can still keep. But as the business grow, you have to choose one. You cannot concentrate on two. Because some people will tell me, hey, Ronald, come on, there's no conflict of interest. My company is selling different product. We are selling supplement. You don't have supplement. We are selling beds. We are selling electrical product. We are selling bracelet. We are selling shoes. Do you think there's no conflict of interest? There is a conflict of interest in the business opportunity, not in the product. There is a conflict of interest in you yourself. Which one do you promote? Correct or not? We are not opening a online retail store where we sell everything. We are not Amazon. And the third most important thing is attitude. You see, there are people, we have got big dreams, we have got intention, they want to build the business. They also have got entrepreneur mindset, but they got lousy attitude. We have people who come to the office, they make a lot of noise. They even bang tables. We have people like that. So these are the people, they have got the first two ingredients, but they lack of the last one. And this is the most important thing. If you look for people with good attitude, when you build them, they're not going to go away. This is the most important thing. You see, in my corporate training during the pandemic, I put it online and I found Dennis Wong. Dennis Wong is one of my PD now. Dennis Wong was a retired company director of 3 public listed company. He is also a CPA. He is 69 years old. So when he attended my class, by the way, I specialize in storytelling. I help companies to design slides. So when he comes to me, I was thinking in my mind, whether I can approach this guy or not, because he is a public listed company director. But because of his willingness to learn, his attitude in learning, he still want to learn. So I talked to him, and he is my PD. And in his line, in his whole line, I got 3 PD already.
Oh,
One line.
amazing.
Fantastic, I tell you. So look for people with good learning attitude. That is the most important, because they are coachable. With people like that, you can build a framework of leaders with core values. The most important thing in network marketing, if you really want to be consistent and the what do you call it, the business will stay forever, for generation, is you need to build values. You need to build culture in your team. It is the culture that keeps the people. The culture. I have seen it. I have seen one of my very first mentor who have been in the business for so long, and then his group is growing, it's still like crazy. So these are the 3 most important ingredients to look for, if you really want to build a business. First is people with intention, people with mindset, entrepreneurial mindset, people with good learning attitudes. Very, very important. Just these 3 alone is good enough. All right. So I'm going to share with you how to build a strong and sustainable LifeWave business with organic volume. I got this word organic volume from James in Singapore, another SPD. I like this. You know what's organic volume? Organic volume is volume that comes naturally, not buying up. People in MLM, I don't know about country, especially in Asian country, it's very prone to buy up, They want to get the title first, they buy up volume. So we don't want that, because buying up volume only happen once a while, once in a blue moon. So you get volume spike, you don't get consistent income. So this is what we want. We want to build a long-term, strong, sustainable, growing business. All right. Now, first is, I want to tell you what is the difference between a true success and false success. Now, 15 years ago, I screwed up because I thought I was making it. I was making good income. At that time, it was considered good income. It is because I lived my life with too much expenditure. I also love cars. I love a lot of things, and most of the things that I love are very expensive. Just to keep up with that, So and of course, I went into investment, and most of my investment gone bad. So that's the reason why now. Sometimes when a person rank up too quick, normally due to buying up volume, which is not good, because this will give them a sense of false success. Their ego will swell. They thought they were doing great. I have got a group of people 2 years ago in LifeWave. Today they are all gone because their ego swell. They broke away from Team Sinaran and start their own group. They start off too early, but I cannot stop them because I don't know. Maybe they could, they will work out independently, like Jinlong, like me. You know what I mean? So this is very, very important. You must know whether this success is a true success or false success. Okay. Now let me give you some of my real. Because I am a guy, I want to show you not only just the theory. I want to show you statistics, real figures. This is what happened to me when I first started. All right. And this is my volume. So in the first year, We started in March 2021. So by December, I already hit presidential director because of one group. And this group was buying up volume. It pushes me up. So I hit 100,000 in just 9 months. I become a presidential director. But I know that this volume is not sustainable because it only come one side, which is not good. I was not making good money because the volume comes from only one leg. And after that, immediately the volume drops. Why? Because all this volume are not organic volume. So I very quickly went back to manager level. To me, it's okay because manager level is 1,500 a week. I haven't even reached 1,500 maximum at that time. So I only carry a name. I was pushed up. It's not my fault. Correct? Brother Roy?
Yes.
It's not my fault. I was pushed up.
Yeah.
But my volume was not sustainable. I only got a name. PD, Presidential Director. So that kept me thinking. All right. And I was in the year 2022. That year, I made 210,000 Malaysian ringgit in that year. Consider a very good income. First year's about 80,000 ringgit. Second year, 210,000 ringgit. This is my third year. So which is still not bad actually, because I was actually in between 40 to 60,000 CVU every week, which is still not bad. Even though I fall back, it is around executive level lah. All right. Now, then I begin to put on my thinking cap. I should not be doing that bad. I should be doing better. So then I begin to look at, to build binary, you need leverage. I'm not going to go in depth about leverage or about placement today, but one rule of the thumb I always teach my people, it's called the relationship rule. Always put the people with the same relationship together. It could be classmate, it could be siblings, it could be colleague, it could be it could be a hobby group. Always put them in the same line, same group, right? Now, then I begin to go in and analyze our marketing plan. All right, we pay for basically income. Basically, the two most important income are the last two. That is the passive income. Because as your group grows, you sponsor less. You spend more time in building them and helping them to build. So let's take a look at this, what do you call this binary, this ranking chart. As you can see, in order for you to move up, manager, as just now Pastor Ed was mentioning, the most important rank is manager. Actually, it is true. I used to teach people to, you don't have to aim for high levels. You only aim manager enough already. You aim manager, you teach your people the aim manager, they will push you up. That's it. Correct? And to make manager, correct, all you need to do is to sponsor 4 silver. And to hit director, all you need to do is to upgrade to a gold and sponsor 6 silver. But I was wrong. These are the two groups of ranking that dies off the fastest. They give up the fastest. Do you know why? Because they don't make money. They don't see the money. If a manager sponsors 4 silver, they only make 200 USD. That's it. If a director only sponsors 6 silver, 300 USD. That's it. Maybe one binary, 330. That's it. So they don't see the money. So I teach people to aim for senior director and above now. If you want to build this business, the first ranking you should aim is senior director. And if you want to aim senior director, okay, you need to have 6 at least. And you need to build 2 director. And the director must be a goal. So why sponsor silver if every requirement must be a goal? So I came out with the 642 system. I borrowed the name from some other people. Of course, many company also uses the word 642, but it's a different concept of building. The name only sound the same. 6 go, 4 managers, 2 directors. You divide it into 3 phases. First phase is the first 30 days. You bring in 6 goal, minimum. Second phase is your second 30 days, you build 4 managers. And the third phase is from the 4 managers, you build 2 directors. So I will go into a bit detail about this 642. But first is this doable or not? Beginning of this year in January, we had a leadership camp in one of the resort. So during breakfast, I was talking about this to Casey and also to Dr. Everett. Dr. Everett, by the way, is the vice president of the Asia region. Dr. Everett threw me a friendly challenge. He mentioned this word, don't just talk, do it. Which is good. I accepted the challenge. So I did it. He bought me a Tumi bag.
Wow.
Okay. Now, let's take a look. After coming up with this, accepting the challenge, I implement this to a brand new brand partner. I tell you, the timing was right. A lawyer in KL took me to Penang, and I sponsored this couple. All right. She was my 5th generation. So I said to her, she have been involved in MLM before, but never really built a big network before. And, she was interested. So I told her about 642, how you should build. And she followed religiously. You look at the figures. The first week, no rank. What is the volume? 945. Second week, 1,004. 5,004. 9,004. 15,000. 15,004. 28,000. 27,000. 29,000. 32,000. 36,000. 37,000. 45,000. And this is 13 weeks. Exact 13 weeks, if you times 7, is 91 days. Exactly. And after that, she became an executive director. So my 90 days to senior director, she made it. Not only senior director, but to executive director. You see? So this is workable. So how does she do it? First 30 days, I only teach her you recruit 6 goal minimum and achieve manager rank. So 6 goal is because I want to prepare her to senior director. And senior director need 2 director. And the director need to be a gold. So those start silver, gold, and above. But of course, she did more than 6. She did more than gold. She recruited diamond and platinum. So this will be the minimum commission if you sponsor 6 gold. It is 650 USD. Comparing to becoming a manager with 4 silver, which is only 200, this one, they begin to see some money. 650, by the way, if you can make it in 1 month for a newcomer, it is considered pretty good income because you are going to times 4.78. That's how much? That's a lot of money, Times 4.7 times 5 is close to 3,000, 3,000 over ringgit, which is very good, actually, first month. So people do see the money. You ask them to start with 6. And then, of course, for the first 30 days, there are 2 things. You don't have to teach them to do a lot of things. Because people, they are very lazy. Or on the overall average, most people are very lazy to learn new things. Because new things anything is new, it's always challenging. So you only have to teach them 2 things. First thing, you need to teach them how to enroll, register, and place order. Very, very important. Because most of the new people, they do not know how to do it. And every time they want to sponsor someone, they want to buy product, they want to do anything, they will come and bother you. They will come and ask you for help. So you do it in front of them, you teach them. You need to teach them because you only need to teach them a couple of times. If they know how to do it, they will know how to teach the people they bring in. Agreed? Second thing you need to teach them is you need to teach them the ABC principle. Very, very important. You need to teach them how to edify you, or you may be new. How to edify your senior. New people, even experienced MLM networker, use this wrongly. When they bring someone, they say, "Hey, Ronald, I'm going to bring someone." Oh, yeah, I tell you, this guy is a leader, He got 10,000 people in his ex-company, You better sponsor him for me. So he is edifying that guy, not me, Correct or not?
Yeah.
Nowadays, I do it differently. If somebody introduced a guy like me, yesterday somebody brought one like that. She was using the wrong method. But of course, I cannot tell her straight in front of other people. So I take out my secret weapon when I met this guy. Oh, I said, "Oh, you had an experienced networker. Let me give you a welcome gift." I take out one of my book, I sign and give it to him. I tee up myself. The reason why I publish this book is to tee up myself because I meet many people like them. Then when I give them the book, his impression of me is different already. So it should be the other way around. You should teach your team people how to use the ABC principle. If they know how to edify you correctly, your sword is going to be very sharp. All right? Just two things. How to place order, enroll, the back office, and how to use the ABC principle. Because they will need your help, and you need to teach them this. Then the second 30 days. Second 30 days is you want them to achieve the director ranking. How many managers you need to achieve director? 2 managers. But I want them to build 4 and continue to sponsor 4 more goals. Because you have 6, 3 left, 3 right, you need 2 more. 2 left, 2 right. So you make up 10 goal or minimum. Because you need to support the first 6. And you need to show them that you are not stopping. Second thing. Third thing, why build 4 managers instead of 2? Because a chair with 4 legs is stable. A chair with 2 legs, you can't sit on it. And manager give up easily. So if you've got 4, how many managers have built to managers, stay for only 1 or 2 weeks, and then go back to no ranking? Plenty, isn't it? Plenty. It always happens. And the best thing is, when you ask them to maintain, you say, no, I don't want. I want to maintain only 55 BV. It's enough for me to keep the points. They don't want to maintain 110. And these are not real builders. So you need 4 of them. How nice to drive a car with 2 spare tires. I don't know about you, but crazy. I have drive a car before once in my life that 2 of my tires were punctured.
Wow.
It happened to me before,
Mm.
So it's nice to have. So 4 managers. So how are you going to build the manager? You ask the manager to repeat your first phase. Find 6 goals. So you are duplicating, right? So when you build 4 managers, your minimum income is going to be 750 USD. If you do it in 1 month, so 750 will be your 1 month commission. If you do it in 2 weeks, 750 will be 2 weeks. 30 days is just a guideline. So when they start to rank up as director, they have 4 managers. You need to teach them 2 more things. Just 2 things. First, they are beginning to become a leader. You have to shape them. attend all event, whether it's online or whether it's offline. Whether it's organizational. Organizational means that people from the same team. Team Sinaran, Jinlong team, whatever. Regional means it's cross group. It could be organized by the company. We have road shows. And global. Global means the one in Orlando. The coming one, which is maybe next year in Santorini or Bora Bora. So they have to start to attend. Start with all attending organizational event first, because you have to get them in the habit of coming to events, whether it's online or offline. You have to make them know that LifeWave is going to be the top priority in life, a business priority I'm talking about. Family, of course, can be first. Business priority, LifeWave is going to be their first priority. Any events besides family events, if there is a LifeWave event is the first options that they have to attend. And you have to teach them how to, this is very important, MAM, we call it, meeting after meeting. Most of the closing are done in MAM. Agreed?
Yeah, correct.
It could be a one-to-one. One-to-one is also, there are many people very funny, they bring a prospect to an event after the event, they just, they just leave, or, they leave first, or they just, no, that is the time where it's heated up. That is the time when the iron is hot. And that is the time you go for the kill. I mean, going for the kill is just it's just an expression. That is the time, you see. Then let's come to the third 30 days. The third 30 days, you want them to achieve senior director. So out of the 4 managers, they are able to spot 2 potential to build them to directors. So just teach them. You have to assist them to work on the 2 managers that have potential, or also got intention, not only potential, their intention to become a director. And of course, you do not stop sponsoring. You still continue to sponsor at least 2 more goals. So after the end of the completion, you should have sponsored altogether how many goals? Also 6, 4, 2, right? Sponsoring 6, 4, and 2. You should have sponsored altogether at least 12 goals. Personal sponsor, 6 on the left and 6 on the right. And when they duplicate, you should have more and more people. All right. So that means that 2 directors will repeat your second phase. The 2 managers, when they want to build directors, you teach them to repeat your second phase. It's another level of duplication. So if you can build 2 directors and become a senior director, your third phase commission will be around minimum 1180 based on my calculation. So if you add them up together, you should be making minimum of about 2,005 USD in the first 90 days. For Malaysian, it's considered pretty good. So after, in the third phase, also you need to teach them 2 things, just 2 things. You need to teach them about building a winning team, about culture. Very, very important. Because if they have got no teamwork, then it's difficult I would say everything you do is difficult. So you have to teach them this, because they are already senior director. Senior director is considered a medium rank in terms of the ranking in the marketing plan. And the second thing is they must know how to present the business, especially the 642 system. By the way, this system, actually, you can use it. Anyway, after proving that this works, Dr. Edward actually invited the country manager of Thailand and the country manager of Thailand, sales manager of Thailand, plus their top leaders, and also Philippine country manager and sales manager and some of the top leaders. They came to Malaysia and I did a training for them. And they are also, some of them are also using this method to build the business. But you can change the name, it's okay. It's not copyright. It's okay. It's just a method. All right. So they must know how to present this. It's very easy. People ask you, hey, how to build this business? 642. What is 642? Or 6 go. 4 managers, 2 directors. If everybody speaks the same, it will become a self-fulfilling prophecy. In fact, not everybody practice, in my team, I believe that every time I talk, I think about 20% only.
Yeah.
And the result is fantastic already, I tell you. Then the next one is you build 1642 on the left, you build 1642 on the right. You see? That's it. So you want to duplicate. That's how you duplicate using system. Let's take a look at the 642 results. Just now I show you one person in Penang with brand new brand partners from day one start. Pop, pop, pop. It just goes up. 90 days. You know how much she make? She makes 17,000 over USD in 90 days. In my calculation, the minimum that you can earn is only about 2,005 USD in 90 days. She makes 17,005.
Wow.
Yes. And
Very happy.
she just converted, even before me, her distributorship to a private limited company. I just registered a private limited. There are only 5 of us who are changing our brand partners status to private limited. And this lady that I taught her, she is one step even ahead of me because she can see that this is going to grow very big. Actually,
Wow.
Jin Long asked me to do it beginning of the year. I said, wait. But now the income have already went 3, 4, 5 times already. I have to do it, no choice. Now let's take a look. As you can see, I also love cars.
I can see that.
What car is this? This is a Lamborghini.
Oh, Lamborghini.
Wow. Cars are very expensive. One bad thing about Malaysia, cars are at least double the price of cars in US because our tax are crazy. Singapore worst. Okay, now let's take a look. Let's take a look at the result. This is my result. Is it my results? Let me see. No. This is that repeat. This is just down that the brand new person's result. As you can see, it grows. Okay. Now let's see her team. This is her team in just 90 days.
Wow.
Then the lady is Lisa. Lisa sponsored the sister CK. CK went to Orlando with me. She is the one who actually started asking. She says, "Hey, I want to go. I'm bringing 5 people." At that time, I haven't even applied my visa yet. All right.
Oh my goodness.
You look at that. 1 executive director, 1 senior director, 7 directors, 24 managers, and 300 over brand partners in just 90 days.
Amazing.
Okay, that is in April. We started. I met her in January. 10 days before the Chinese New Year. Nobody will expect her to start during Chinese New Year. Then by June, she ranked up. Not only she ranked up, the 3 person on the right were actually her senior. I recruited Dennis. Dennis recruited Elaine. Elaine recruited Vincent, the lawyer who brought me to Penang. And Vincent recruited Peter. Peter is not here yet because Peter is very busy. He says that he will take his own time. It's okay. Then Peter recruited Lisa. So you build from the bottom up. And because of her, She liked the fire. Everybody rank up after that.
Nice.
All right.
Wow.
So by June, I have 4 executive director in one leg, 1 senior, 15 director, 86 managers, and more than 1,000 brand partners just from her group. So you always light the fire from below because you cannot boil water from the top. So you find one good one from the bottom, you just build that person, regardless of what level. Don't look at the matching bonus. She is my fourth or fifth level already. All right, now let's take a look at how are this going to affect me. That is my working leg. Working leg is my pay leg. So from a manager, from 45,000 volume, it goes up to 58, to 67, to 74, to 82, 74, to 111,000. I am back to presidential director.
Wow.
Like Arnold Schwarzenegger say, I am back. You see? You see?
Beautiful.
How many weeks? Pop, pop, pop. 8 weeks to 145,000. 8 weeks. Never, never drop back. Then by June, I built another group, my third leg, my classmate leg. Came back from Australia. My classmate is Sam, but his downline moved faster. Sam sponsored Tan and Jenny. So I got 2 senior director using the same method, 5 directors, 14 managers, a new leg by June, July. And take a look. The volume continued to grow for another 9 more weeks. So altogether, 17 weeks at presidential director. The 18 week, I'm ranked up to senior presidential director. It just go up and up and up and up. All right. And then after ranking senior presidential director, I maintained for another 5 more weeks. And I qualified for the SPD retreat. So that's why I was not only I qualified, my volume goes up to Cindy, and Cindy's volume goes up to Guan Chun. So 3 of us qualified. We all went.
Amazing.
So that's how. And by August, by the way, we rank up in June. By August, I have got 2 presidential director. Now I have 3 only on one side. Okay. I have got 3 executive director on my working leg. I'm not talking about the power leg because I'm not building that. No. I'm talking about this leg, this small little leg. Senior director to 11 directors. I cannot put the managers already. It's too many. And the business, because of CK, Christine, she brought the business to Sweden and to Hong Kong.
Wow.
We also recruited Lady Dato, which is a very prominent business lady in Malaysia. She loved the product, not because of the money. She built the business. And my CVU just keep growing and growing and growing and growing and growing and growing. I am able to maintain my rank for 22 weeks. If this will be to be the Santorini cruise, I would have nearly qualified already.
Keep doing it, brother.
There is only one particular week I fall back. Do you know why? Because of the PIB. It was announced a bit too early. It was announced 3 days earlier. I mean, which is also good, you know. People start to wholesales, you know. They have to pull the handbrake. And then after that, it dropped back to 191,000. Then the following week, it shoot up to 325,000.
Wow. Amazing.
Guan Chun were laughing all the way. Guan Chun and Jin Long, they max out. I did not max out in my binary, in my this binary commission. They max out. Max out is 25,000 USD that week.
Yeah.
So this is fantastic. Using a system to build, it is so much easier. It is so much, I mean, there are many systems. There are many other groups also using system, but this is a business system. You are using business system, how to build. I mean, there are many types of. There are some system, it could be only a recruiting system. You should go and make 3 call. See 3 people, add 3 to your list, and then invite 1 person to meeting. That is only a prospecting system. But this is a business system. Business systems are meant to give you numbers, results, figures, profit. Don't you want profit like this? And because of this, my income from last year to this year, it has grown about 5 folds, 5 times. Really amazing. And you know what Jin Long told me? This is only the beginning. Which I believe so.
It is.
I believe so, okay. So last but not least, before I end this, the most important, regardless of whatever that I've shared with you earlier, I talk about intention, mindset, and also attitude. The most important thing, if you really want to be successful in this business, is gratitude. People are very funny, in this industry. I have seen many. It is also happening right now. They can be good friends. They can be buddies before getting into the business. After getting into the business, they can become enemy, They can become enemy like, hey, you never put people under my leg, You never help me, this kind of stuff. Let me ask you, whose business is this? It's your business. I am Jin Long 3rd level. Jin Long never even placed 1 person in my team, in my group. Do you know why? Because I found out that Guan Chun placed me in his inner leg, his small leg. So you only put people on your common leg. But it doesn't matter. It is my business. I don't care how much volume it goes up because it's none of my business. Correct or not? I only interested in the people that I come in after me because the volume will comes to me. I mean, I'm talking about economic sense. If you really want people to stay on forever, you have to build a good culture and you need to treat people well. Just like what Dr. Roy said in the early beginning, you need to learn to treat people well. So gratitude is very important. No matter how bad the relationship is, you with your sponsor, the most important person in your rank of hierarchy upline, your seniors, is your sponsor. Your sponsor is just like your father, your parents. He is the person who gives birth to you. Your sponsor is the person responsible to bring the first person to bring the business to you. Of course, you can say, I can change sponsor, I can resign and wait for 6 months. Yes, if you're willing to do it. But if you want to stay in the same line of sponsorship, you must always honor the gratitude to this sponsor, no matter how bad your relationship with her. Because without this person, you would not be in LifeWave at this point in time. Really. And a lot of people, if I don't know why, there are people who are in this business, they don't show gratitude to the person it's okay. Sometimes they bypass. Never mind. Just tell them that I'm grateful to this person who brought me into this business. You should be. Because if you are grateful to the person who brought you into the business, the people that you brought into the business will be grateful to you. I'm glad that Dr. Roy asked me to share with you, even though I compressed it a bit. But I believe that in Malaysia, we haven't really started yet. There are still more to come. The best is yet to come.
Wow.
Malaysia. I asked Casey a couple of weeks ago. I asked him about our progress in Malaysia. He told me that the figures that he has until October only, 2 more months to go, is already 70% more than last year's sales for Malaysia. 70%. Next year is going to be better. With the campaign, with the 3 campaign, it's going to be fantastic. I can foresee this. We're going to jump a few more, maybe another at least 50 to 70% in sales. All right. So with this, thank you very much.
Brother Ronald, we thank you so much for all your sharing today. It's amazing.